I'm obsessed with your whole look. You are very funny. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I have to ask this because you're so, give it up. Woo! So you got into comedy really young. Was it 16?
Yeah. I went to my first open mic when I was 16, and I wasn't even old enough to be in the establishment.
Did you get on stage at 16?
No, I used to go. I didn't understand that like an open mic anyone could go. I just thought it was like a very eclectic show.
That someone put together?
Yes,
So, yeah.
of people that, very alternative comedy.
Yeah.
And I would dress in truly shoulder pad suits and high heels to try to look old enough to be there. I
Very
looked like,
80s of you? Okay.
Exactly, yeah. I looked like a dog in people clothes, truly.
What was like your first experience with stand-up? Were you so nervous? It's gotta be hard getting up there.
I was like, I remember being so nervous that I remember my first open mic was at the Tribal Cafe in Los Angeles, which is a coffee shop, not even like a comedy club. And there was the sign-up list, and I wrote my name down, and then I scribbled it out, and I was freaking out, and then I wrote it down again, and all the other comedians were watching me. And I think they saw how nervous I was that finally I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And I was the last comedian up, and I did my set, and everyone like rooted for me.
Oh, yeah.
It was so, honestly, I think it gave me the encouragement to muscle through some of the early comedy hurdles, I think.
And still some confidence right off the bat, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this must be such a warm community.
Yeah. And then you...
And then I learned. And then I learned.
I didn't want to take it dark. You did.
No, yeah.
So wait, so now you're on Overcompensating. So tell us about the show a little bit.
Oh my gosh. The show, it's a college comedy. It kind of reminds me of maybe some of the comedies that I grew up with, a little bit Superbad, a little bit Gossip Girl, The O.C., that kind of vibe. It's really fun, a little raunchy, a little sexy.
Yeah.
Very awkward.
I love, that's fun.
Yeah. It's ultimately written from the creator, Benito Skinner, from his like autobiographical experiences, being gay and coming out of the closet eventually, but he begins college as sort of this super straight, like pretending to be straight, obviously, football player, and he's overcompensating, and then he comes out. But you also follow all these other characters as they sort of come out.
Well, that's the age of overcompensating, I think.
Truly, truly. I mean, college is I overcompensated like nobody's business. I
feel like
crazy.
My whole 20s.
Yeah, I'm still doing it. I'm still in a pantsuit.
Still got my shoulder pads. Yeah. I love this. I love it. Oh, wait, so something happened with the prop on set, and I want you, because this is so good.
It's chaos.
Pretty great.
So I joined the show originally as a writer.
Yeah.
And I noticed even from the get-go in the script, there was this character that was very much like me. I'm from New Jersey.
Yeah.
I have this the character had kind of curly, frizzy hair. She's awkward. She can't quite do the same like song and dance that everybody else is doing socially. And that's truly my character in the show. Yeah. And so then, you know, we were in the room and I was pitching stories for this character, and eventually they asked me to audition, and I was like, I don't know about that. I've never acted before.
Because usually you're behind the scenes, so this was like in front of,
Exactly, and it was a lead role, and I was like, I know that that's not how this works, you know? And then they kept bringing me back, and I was like, what, are they punking me? This is crazy. And then they cast me. I was like, this is, it's crazy to me to this day. I'm still pinching myself and waiting for, you know, Dax Shepard to come out like, you've been punked. So I didn't have the same background that most actors have going into this type of experience, and I'd written a show, but I didn't have any set experience. And for someone who's...
I love the prep for this. I love it. Keep going,
It's well,
I don't either, by the way, because I'm from the music world. So I've been on sets that I didn't understand things either. And it's like, oh no.
You're like, you don't even, it's weird because no one preps you. There's no introduction to being on a set. Suddenly you're just on a set and you're using a toilet, and then you come out and someone lets you know that that's a prop toilet. And you're like, oh no.
Just from this story, we could be friends.
Oh, goody. Oh, goody.
Oh, my God.
I was like, truly, I left. And I was like, okay, let's get back into such scenes. And then it was really perfect. Someone was like, wouldn't it be funny if someone used that toilet? And I was like, haha, it would be so very funny. And then I went back and I took a bunch of toilet paper and I disposed of evidence. I was dainty. The whole time I was real dainty. I'm a dainty woman. Everything I do is very attractive and petite. It's true. And so then I wrapped, like a raccoon, and then I shoved it in my purse. Yeah. And then, no, it's dainty. I was cute, I promise. And then I turned back around and I hear them like, where's Wally? She's scurrying away. And then I disposed of it in the big trash can, and then they were like, where's your purse? And I was like, oh no. That thing, who's to say? Only the Lord
Where did it
knows.
go? Someone stole it.
Someone must have taken it.
Oh my God, I just wish I could have been near you whenever you figured it out, you know? You're like,
you definitely saw it
no.
on my face. There was for someone whose connection to reality is already so fragile, like a set environment, truly, I kept at the set bar, I kept trying to order a ginger ale. I was like, hey, can I get a ginger ale? And the actor was like, I don't have those skills.
I love to all the new people coming on, you're like, hey, don't use that.
Yeah.
Take it from
Believe
me.
it or not, that's an actor.
You are one of my favorite guests.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, give it up for Wally Baram, y'all.
Thank you.
You are great.
Thank you so much.